Hello, hello, hello? 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 This is Logitech headset. Alright. So that's what we're going to be. We just need to make sure that we utilize that headset. Manually.
It's like technical, I'm like, it's like going to that old shower. Oh my god. It was so weird, my heart was like, emotional breakdown.
Alright, come on, Kellogg, let's go back to stage.
Gotcha. That's me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Josh McDonald alongside Mara Ashcraft and Ryan McDonald. This is our first ever three-headed broadcast attack, and we're coming to you live from the girls 3A District 1 Intermountain League District Championship game. Timberlake High School. It's the Kellogg Wildcats taking on the top-seeded Timberlake Tigers. Real quick, starting lineups for the Tigers. Take it away, Mara.
Oh, I lost it. Timberlake, they're going to have McKinley Tonkin, a senior, Terrence Sumos, a sophomore, Bernie Carhart, also a sophomore, Brooke Jessen, wow, they have a lot of sophomores, and Carissa Willis rounding out their lineup as a senior. All right, and then for the Wildcats, we have Kat Roundhorse, senior, Caitlin Sentney, senior, Taya Shepard, also a senior, Haley Cheney, the powerhouse freshman, and Grace Nearing, our point guard. All right.
So Wildcats got to this point by knocking off the Bonners Ferry Badgers last night, 56-31, an absolute thumping. Meanwhile, the Timberlake Tigers beat Priest River 57-12. So some big wins for both teams. So taking the tip tonight, it's going to be Haley Cheney. You know what? Let's talk about this. We just said, wow, they have a lot of sophomores. Kellogg's starting 2 freshmen. So you can keep your sophomores. We'll take our freshmen, Timberlake. Taking the tip's going to be Haley Cheney against Brooke Jessen for the Tigers. Wildcats control the tip. Taya Shepard with the ball. She's being guarded closely by Sumas. Sumas pressure over to Grace Nearing on the wing, back to Shepard. Wildcats working the ball around here. Ball goes over to Setney. Setney takes a little bit of contact over to Roundhorse. Roundhorse finds Nearing. Nearing ball fakes over to Shepard. Wildcats go high post. Haley Cheney over to Setney. Setney will turn the ball over, and it's Carhart in transition, kicks the ball ahead, and that's Sumas with the ball. Sumas dribbles in, gets to the rack, and that's a 2-0 lead for Timberlake. Karen Sumas is just an exquisite ball handler.
Grace Nearing to bring the ball up the floor for the Wildcats. She's going to cross over, get picked off by Sumas. Sumas coming back down, goes up for two with the left.
Blocked by Nearing. Nearing with the block, but Jessen with the putback. Wildcats quickly find themselves in a 4-0 lead.
4-0 deficit.
I'm sorry, 4-0 deficit, yeah. Taya Shepard with the ball. Dribbling in, closely guarded, kicks the ball out to Nearing. Nearing in the corner, up to Setney. Setney has
wide
Cheney.
open.
Cheney in the post, goes up, a little bit of contact, can't get it to go. Rebound control by the Wildcats. Setney will go up, gets the bucket, 4-2. Timberlake on top, back come the Tigers though. Sumas with the ball. Up top to
Willis.
That's Willis. Willis will knock that shot down. That hit the cable though. Good call from official Neil Peterson, who saw the shot hit the black strap above the hoop. So Wildcats ball, and a fast-paced start for both teams. Timberlake in a 2-2-1 press, or I'm sorry, 2-1-2 press. And Setney is going to be tripped up by Carhart. She went down hard on her elbow. She's not doing well. Pain on her face as Sumas hits.
Nearing has to call a quick timeout. We'll make a substitution here. Setney looks like she's in a lot of pain.
Yeah, Setney looks like she went down right on her hip. Into the game, Jaren Figueroa checking into the game. She's been out the last 5 games. And, I think Wildcats just running it was a substitution, injury substitution, not a timeout. Wildcats, this will be the most ball handlers the Wildcats have had on the floor in a long time. And Setney went down hard on her hip. Shepard with the ball. Working the ball, they find
to Figueroa in the middle. Figueroa's, she's going to get stripped by Sumas. She's going to stay down here with the Wildcats.
Figueroa's been out of action for I think the last 6 games, so she might be staying in shape, but she's nowhere near game shape. She's going to have to shake a little bit of rust off here. Figueroa goes inside to Cheney. Cheney's going to get fouled by Jessen. And right there, Jessen fouling Cheney. So that's going to be Brooke Jessen's first and the team's first. And with just under 6 minutes left in the first quarter, Timberlake is on top of Kellogg, 7-2. In that last play, that 3-pointer that Timberlake hit.
Come on.
We get the ball in. That's Kat Roundhorse there. Couldn't get the shot. Rebound, Willis pushes it ahead. Sumas over to Tonkin. Tonkin's 3 is up.
No good.
Hits the rim, tipped out, and the 50-50 balls seem to really always go Timberlake's favor. Willis with the ball back up to Sumas, over to Tonkin. They find Carhart, go inside. Brooke Jessen inside to Sumas, and Sumas is 5'2".
That was a great pass by Jessen.
Wildcats look rattled here early, trailing 9-2.
Shepard drives down the middle, kicks out to Roundhorse. Roundhorse to Nearing. Nearing for 3.
Can't hit it. Rebound by Sumas. One-handed pass ahead to Tonkin. Tonkin will go up and 2. And it's 11-2 ball game. And it looks like we are going to see Aaron Van Hoos check into the game.
Sierra Brandt's going to come in too on the next stop.
And Sumas is pressuring Nearing all over the place. We're going to get a timeout here from Coach Jenna Nearing. Wildcats trailing 11-2. 30-second timeout. I'm not really, we knew this Timberlake team was good. They've only lost twice all year. And those losses come to like Northwest Christian and some of the powerhouse programs in the area. What would you do, Ryan, if you were Coach Jenna Nearing? What would you be trying to do right now?
First thing is I would control the pace of the game. Timberlake right now has full control of the pace, and I would be stopping the three-point shot because right now they've hit, I want to say 2 out of 2.
And that's hard to take the three-point shot away from Timberlake. Timberlake is a team that has prided themselves on having 5 people on the floor at any given time that can pull the trigger, which makes them so dangerous here. Inbound pass from Taya Shepard. She saw Aaron Van Hoos just a second too late. Floater shot by Van Hoos, no good.
Timberlake the other
Jessen.
way.
Grace
Nearing picks
with
it
the
off.
steal. Sheeny recovers the ball, gets it back to Shepard. Into the game for the Tigers is Suko. Shepard will dribble baseline out to Cheney. Cheney off the glass, no good. Got to hit the bunnies. And we're going to get a foul here, and I think that's going to go on Cheney. Tough foul there. 2-1, they're going to give that to Sierra Brandt.
Brandt's first foul, and first team foul for the Wildcats. Timberlake to inbound.
And back come the Tigers. This Terrence Sumas is just absolutely thrilling to watch as a sophomore. Out to Willis, Willis over to Tonkin. Back up top, Sumas over, rotating well. Inside Jessen. Jessen goes up. She's going to get fouled by Sierra early, and that's second foul for Sierra Brandt there. She's going to head to the bench. Roundhorse is going to have to check back in. And, you know, that's a frustrating foul right there. Sierra Brandt has been so good lately for the Wildcats. Pick up that second foul. You can see the frustration on Sierra's face. Suko with the ball, kicks it up top to Sumas. Outside, ooh, I thought they were going to swing it over to Tonkin. Suko can hit the three-point shot, as can Tonkin. So can Willis. Willis will fire from the corner. No good. Rebound, Taya Shepard. Shepard back in transition. Suko matching her stride for stride, which is not something Shepard's really accustomed to seeing. Tipped out of bounds. Suko turning on the burners there. Right now, got to be frustrating for the Wildcats after having such an amazing
start yesterday.
Yeah, just an awesome offensive output. And Timberlake is another animal, though. Taya Shepard gets trapped in deep outside to Van Hoos. Van Hoos up top to Nearing. Nearing dribbling in, creates distance, kicks it over. Van Hoos, high post, Cat Roundhorse. And they're swinging the ball around, trying to get something to go here. Taya Shepard slips. They're going to call her for a travel. And, you know,
Wildcats is just having some trouble getting their offense going here.
it's really frustrating because, you know, you see what Kellogg's trying to do. And Timberlake not necessarily doing anything explosive to stop it. They're just doing it effectively as Tonkin drives in.
Wow.
Fakes the pass to the corner and goes up. No help there. What a take from McKeely Tonkin.
That foul is going to go to Taya Shepard, sending Tonkin to the line. Her shot is up and good.
Net. Tonkin is a stone-cold killer. We talked about this last night. Almost robotic in how good she does a lot of things out there. Shepard coming back for the Wildcats, picks up her dribble. Out to, that's Van Hoos, back over to Shepard. Shepard will drive in. Gets in deep, kicks it out, and they're going to call her on the line. And Taya Shepard's getting frustrated here. Back into the game, Caitlin Sentney. Sentney with a noticeable limp there. Wildcats trailing 14-2 here with 3:15 left. Timberlake not even remotely interested in letting the Wildcats hang around early. Sumas with the ball. She's pushing the ball ahead here. Takes the big screen from Jeffs over to Suko. Back up top, Sumas finds Jessen.
Pulls a three. It's going to be short.
And not a single rebounder from the Wildcats was out there. Ball rolls safely into the hands of Sumas. Inside Tonkin out to Sumas. She'll fire. No good there. Rebound Jessen loses the ball and gets it back. And I thought that was traveling there. 16-2 lead. Timberlake. Sentney kicks the ball ahead to Nearing. Nearing looks at the three, doesn't take it. Timberlake dropping into a zone here. And this is what Timberlake will do. They get a lead and then they just grind it out. Sentney's pass short, stolen, and Tonkin.
Double dribble.
Tonkin almost got away with the double dribble there. It looked so smooth. It didn't look like it was something she was uncomfortable doing there. The referee had to do kind of a double take. Made the right call though. Wildcats trailing 14. Couple baskets here would do the Wildcats very well to get back into this ball game. Not an unmanageable deficit at this point. Shepard on the baseline, dribbles up, picks up her dribble, pressured, fires deep pass over to Grace Nearing.
Nearing over to Cheney on the three. Cheney's going to find Setney down. Oh, and she's going to go up and get fouled by Blair Jeffs, the 6'5 sophomore for Timberlake.
Kellogg has had 3 opportunities at wide open shots that they have missed. That was probably one of the better passes we've seen. Right now, this should be a 16-8 ball game, 16-10 maybe. And, with Setney stepping to the line here. Good shot, up and in, hits the front of the rim and creeps over the net, or over the rim, into through the net. Grace Nearing getting a little breather. Jared Figueroa back into the game. So this is probably one of the lineups the Wildcats are most familiar playing with right here throughout the season. Second shot is up, no good, rims out, rebound Sumas. Sumas in transition, looking up. Kicks the ball over to Suko, back to Sumas. Sumas has a window, she'll take the shot. No good.
Haley Cheney comes down with the rebound.
Cheney will dribble the ball ahead. Taya Shepard pushing the ball in transition, almost loses it. Timberlake just comfortable setting in this zone. And look at them talking in the zone right there. Over to Figueroa. Figueroa in the corner. She'll spot a 3.
Oh! And that makes the score 16-6. Wildcats starting to make a little bit of a comeback.
Figueroa, big shot from Figueroa there. They needed that one.
Suko over to Sumas. Sumas swings it. Tonkin.
Back to Suko, over to Sumas. She'll fire. And they'll get that lead right back. Sumas not even rattled a little bit there. That was 2 quick passes to get Sumas wide open. They knew the Wildcat defense wasn't going to be able to recover quick enough.
Haley Cheney down low. That's going to be a little too hard off the backboard, but tipped out by Timberlake. It'll stay down here with the Wildcats.
And there was an awful lot of contact there between Jeffs and Cheney, and they're trying to exploit that weak side matchup there. Jeffs last night had a great game against Priest River. Wildcats trying to get the ball in here. Screen coming down the lane. Cheney can't catch the pass. Jessen on her horse.
Cheney
have the ball
strips
knocked
her.
out. And the referees didn't get in front of that, but that actually went off Jessen's hand. Cheney tipped it up, and Jessen pushed it out. But there wasn't a single ref that was going to keep up with those two there.
And that was a great hustle by the freshman. She makes a turnover and comes right down the court and prevents them from getting a bucket.
Tonkin
That's
goes
going to be a
inside.
foul on Roundhorst.
Only the team's 4th foul, Roundhorst's first foul. And the Wildcats get a little handsy in these post-up positions here, which is awfully frustrating for Coach Janet Nearing. Tonkin, they're going to go right back in. It wouldn't surprise me if they do the same thing just on the other side. Cronenberg finds Jessen, and that was a long time to be in the key there. They go up top. Jessen running the floor to make the steal in transition. Ahead, Cronenberg. Cronenberg, one of my favorite players in the league. She plays right now, she's playing on a torn ACL. That's a $2,000 brace on her knee. Out top to Tonkin. Tonkin resetting the offense. She'll dribble in. Out to Sumas. Sumas corrals the pass.
Look at that ball handling.
Look at the ball handling and her pulling the ball out. That's a sophomore player right there. I'm just very impressed with this Timberlake team. 9 seconds left. They're calling for a screen. She's going to pick and roll with Jessen.
Oh, that was
out to Cronenberg in the corner. No good. And at the end of 1, Suko wanted to shoot that there. At the end of 1, Timberlake is on top at Kellogg, 21-6. We'll be back with the second quarter. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. And welcome back here, second quarter of play beginning. Timberlake on top at Kellogg 21-6 here in the Intermountain League District 1 championship game. Timberlake just controlling the pace as we kind of expected them to. Moving the ball around, getting looks. Jessen going up, blocked there by Roundhorse. Roundhorse throws the outlet pass to Taya Shepard.
Down to Haley Cheney. Cheney's going to go in. Oh, I would not have called that an offense if she was not set.
Oh, and everything about that. I don't think she was set. I don't even think Cheney had possession of the ball. Tonkin came right down on her face. And they're out there attending to her right now. And a scary play there from Haley Cheney and McKeely Tonkin. Tonkin up. She's going to shrug it off. And I'm almost positive this is going to sound terrible. I don't mean this terrible. That was the most human thing I've ever seen involving McKeely Tonkin. She seems almost robotic at times, and nothing ever phases her. I've seen her we saw her take that foul down here where she faked the pass and absolutely got clobbered, and she shook it off, walked to the line, and shot a free throw. Tonkin's that good and that tough. That's a scary play right there for this Tiger team, and you can tell everyone in Timberlake just gasped. They need Tonkin if they're going to make a run at that state championship. Cronenberg in the game for the Tigers. Sumas going to hold things down. Her and Willis out back to Cronenberg. Cronenberg in Euro steps through the lane.
Cheney goes up, fighting for the rebound.
A lot of contact. Sumas with the ball, dumps it off. Cronenberg comes up with it off the glass and in. And Cronenberg, like I said, playing on a torn ACL. Down there in the post as a guard, Euro stepping her way through the lane. Just absolutely tough right there. 23-6 ball game. Taya Shepard with the ball. Has a man open. They find Grace Nearing. She'll fire a three.
Yes, Nearing's three drops. It's going to make Wildcats 9, Tigers 23. Sumas bringing the ball back up the court.
Wildcats need to try and make a run while Tonkin's off the floor. Willis' shot off the back iron, rebound by Roundhorse. Roundhorse has the ball stripped from a sneaky Sumas. She'll step back for three. No good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Oh, sorry, no. They corralled it. Willis will get an open look, and it'll go in and out.
Nearing finally comes up with the rebound. They're going to call a body foul on. Is that going to be on
Willis.
Cronenberg?
That's going to be on Willis. Or no, Jessen, I'm sorry. And that's Jessen's second, the team's third. Wildcats struggling on the boards right now, and part of that has to do with the fact that Sumas doesn't really crash. What she does is waits for someone to secure the boards, and then she sneaks up from behind. And very effectively, they go inside to Roundhorse here. Roundhorse with a nice little pivot. Left hand move, no good. Rebound, Cheney. And as Cheney tries to corral the ball, Sumas is going to get called for the reach. And look who's heading back to the bench. We'll call her the Terminator. That's McKeely Tonkin. She is just absolutely tough as nails. And she came down on her face.
You got to worry about a concussion at that point.
And I think that's what they just ran her through as concussion protocol. If I was Coach Matt Miller, I might even not toy with the notion of not putting her back in this game unless absolutely need be. Wildcats get the ball inbound, back over to Grace Nearing for the three in the corner. Once again, no good. Rebound, Suko. Nice outlet pass, but it's swiped away. Haley Cheney, a lot of contact, doesn't get the call, and the Wildcats will keep possession. I don't know how that wasn't called a foul there. Cheney got hacked across the arms. Wildcats will retain possession after the ball goes out of bounds. Obviously, they saw that the ball was hit enough to give the ball back to the Badgers. They're trying to go inside. Nearing fires it up top. Taya Shepard has Nearing back in the corner.
Out to Sentney on the top. Roundhorse sets the screen, but Sentney picks up her dribble. Shepard dribbling to the corner. She's looking for Cheney. Cheney's posting up. Oh my gosh.
Wildcats are trying to go inside almost to a fault here. Wildcats they've scored most of their points off of, I don't think they've had, Sentney had that layup. We had a free throw and then 2 threes here. Back in, Grace Nearing with the ball, goes inside. Taya Shepard doesn't even look to shoot the ball here. Back out to Nearing, over to Roundhorse, back to Nearing. Nearing needs to just pull the trigger on that. I'd rather see him taking the shot. Roundhorse dribbles around Jeffs, off the glass, no good. Love seeing Kat Roundhorse use that left hand though. And that's going to come back the other way. I'm pretty sure that was tipped out of bounds by Bernie Carhart, though. I love watching Kat Roundhorse use her left hand. I think Cara Fink could take a lesson from Kat Roundhorse on how to use her left hand there. Sumas with the ball. Oh, with a nice crossover move, kicks it out. That's Suko. Suko won't take the shot. She's going to find Cronenberg. Cronenberg in the lane, off to Jeffs. Jeffs off the glass, no good. Rebound,
Cheney comes up with the rebound.
And had Jeffs all over her. Coach Jana Nearing wanting the call there. Shepard with the ball, dribbles into the corner, gets trapped, and they're going to knock the ball. We're going to get a foul here. They're going to give this to Cronenberg or to Bernie Carhart. They're going to give it to Carhart there. That's only her first, team's fifth. 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. And Wildcats defensively have held strong here in the absence of McKeely Tonkin. Grace Nearing not even looking at Taya Shepard. Had Shepard wide open. Back over to Nearing.
A little bit of miscommunication down there. Oh, and a turnover. We've got Timberlake coming the other way. That's Sukas. Going to dump it off to Sumos. Sumos can't get a hold of it, and Wildcats ball.
And, you know, they sat on it long enough for Suko to know exactly what was coming there. I want to see Grace Nearing fire a few more of these shots, even when she thinks there's a little bit of a contest defensively. She needs to stop shying away from the shots there because Wildcats need to get scoring, and if they're not getting a look here, Terrence Sumas is going to take the steal, fires the ball ahead, re-stolen by
Carhart.
Taya Shepard almost had it, and the Tigers playing at a high pace right now. They need Tonkin back in this game to settle them down. They haven't scored the ball. They haven't really given up any points, but they haven't scored. Taya Shepard almost gets the steal there. Great hands from the senior. Over to Suko. Suko fires inside to Jessen. Jessen out, Carhart back up top. Suko, they're trying to go inside. Great help there on the weak side. Over to Sumas. Sumas going to get called for a travel there.
Timberlake just has great ball movement going on.
And right now, Jaren Figueroa coming into the game, I think with the entire intention of, we need you to hit shots. We need shots. You got to shoot them to make them. And if we're not taking shots here, you know, we're going to struggle. Taya Shepard finds Figueroa. And that, I think that double line there really gets in players' heads. The green and the blue there. Figueroa with the ball takes the screen, has the right matchup, but Jessen has hands like a guard. Sumas in transition. She'll pull up.
She's going for it. Oh, Haley Cheney!
Cheney with a big block. Great move from Sumas to get in the lane. Cheney not even remotely interested in seeing her shoot that ball. Walks it right out of bounds. It's going to be Timberlake ball underneath. They got Sentney guarding ball. Ball is inbounded to Jessen in the corner. They go right back to Sumas. Sumas shot's blocked by Shepard out to Willis. And Cheney with the steal finds Figueroa in transition.
Figueroa's going to pull. Oh, and that's actually going to be a foul on Willis. Figueroa to the line for two. What?
Great play by Haley Cheney with the steal there and the quick pass out to Figueroa.
All right, it's going to be a 16 foul for Timberlake.
At this point, for the Wildcats, the key is going to be stops and buckets, and they're playing great defense, getting all the stops they want, but, you know, like we've been saying, you're not going to get the points on the board if you're not shooting, Josh.
Tonkin's back in the game, too, which is really kind of one of those things, a worst-case scenario for Kellogg here. They needed to go on a run there, and they didn't do it. Figueroa goes 0 for 2 from the line there. 23-9 ball game. Wildcats trailing by 14 here. 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Wildcats have played admirably this half, but they're passing up a ton of shots. Tonkin with the ball. Let's see how she's feeling here. Pass inside to Jessen.
Jessen is just unstoppable down
right there. Tonkin comes in, makes that pass. That's the first field goal Timberlake's had in like 4 minutes. That's how good and how much she means to this team. She comes in and immediately.
Oh, and that's going to be a travel on Sentney going the other way.
Comes in and immediately she is a difference maker for this team. McKeely Tonkin, you can't speak enough to a senior leader who can settle a team down just with her being on the court. Not even really making a play, just her presence. Sumas finds Suko in the corner. Suko's shot is up. And if this is the way it's about to, something bad is about to happen for Kellogg. We saw this last night. As soon as Suko starts hitting the shots from deep, look out whoever is in their way. Timberlake is going to start pulling the trigger. Shepard goes inside, tries to throw through the key. Tonkin
deflected by Shepard. That's going to be, they're going to call that Wildcat ball.
And there was a tip. This official saw it on the weak side. It was either Shepard or Cat Roundhorse who touched it. So the ball will stay with Timberlake here. Timberlake 28-9 right now on Kellogg. 2 minutes left here in the half. Willis' shot rims out, rebound tipped out of bounds by Suko. It's going to be Wildcat ball, and they've struggled to hit double digits here in the first half due to the stifling defense from the Timberlake Tigers. Shepard picks up her dribble, finds Setney. Setney's going to get across half court.
Picks up her dribble a little early, gives it out to Nearing.
And look at the defense from Sumas. Go inside, high post, Haley Cheney.
Tonkin takes the ball away from Cheney.
Tonkin in the post right there. And Taya Shepard corrals it. That should have been out of bounds. Wildcats going to benefit from that missed out of bounds call there, making this a 28-11 ball game. Sumas waving Tonkin over. Back inside. They're waiting to get Sumas wide open on the weak side, and they do.
And there she is. No shot.
Good defense by Nearing to get the hand up. And it seems like every time they rotate, someone's wide open. Jessen inside, pivots to the middle. No good, hits the pad. And Wildcats with the perfect double team there. Taya Shepard didn't see Cheney. Had her hand up wide open, had a lane. Minute 7 left. Taya Shepard gets past her defender, finds Nearing. High screen. Picks up her dribble, goes high post. Cat Roundhorse swings out to Shepard. Shepard's going to go past Tonkin. Picks up her dribble underneath, but will find Cheney. Cheney no good. Out to Cat Roundhorse. No good. Gets thrown. Rebound Cheney.
Yes, 2 more for Cheney. That's going to make it 28-12 with 45 seconds left in this first half. Timberlake bringing the ball up.
28-13, Mara.
13, my bad.
Boy, we're not playing street ball rules here. Sumas with the ball, takes the screen. She'll pop from 3, and it's just academic. She gets in that shooting rhythm. A 31-13 ball game. This Terrence Sumas is just an absolute stud out there, and she can hit shots. Sumas double teaming Shepard. Comes up with the strip, 18 seconds left, and Coach Matt Miller telling Sumas to slow down. Right now, just Timberlake has just been a force this half. Takes the screen, goes the other way, kicks it out to Tonkin. Tonkin's 3 is up.
Oh, and Tonkin puts the 3 in with 2 seconds left in the half to make it 34-13 Timberlake.
And this Tiger team
just dominant.
Is dominant, and we didn't expect anything different from them. You know, like, we knew the Wildcats coming in here against a team that I think has only lost 6 or 7 games in the last 3 or 4 years. We weren't necessarily expecting the Wildcats to come in here and just dominate. We had hoped it would be more competitive for sure, but at the half, the Wildcats trail the Tigers 34-13. We'll be right back with some commentary on the first half as well as a preview for the second half. Thanks for watching Channel 3.
welcome back. Thank you for joining us. It is halftime of the district championship game for the Intermountain League. The Wildcats of Kellogg are trailing the Timberlake Tigers 34-13. I'm here with Ryan McDonald. Ryan, if you were the coach, what kind of adjustments would you make in the second half?
Hey Mara, thanks for the introduction. First thing that I'm doing is telling my team, in order to put points on the board, you have to shoot the ball. Kellogg probably took, I would safely say, 20 to 25 shots. And then on the defensive end, you got to pressure the Timberlake team. You're letting them play their game, play the offense that they want to play, get the shots they want, and you're not making them work for it.
I agree, and Timberlake, they have two of the best guards I have ever seen in my life. Between Tonkin and Sumas just working together, they are unstoppable behind the three-point line. And Kellogg, they've got a young team. There's a lot of nerves. Timberlake knows how to win. They've won big. They've won state championships. And Kellogg, they just look shell-shocked right now. I know this is the biggest game for some of these players, but...
No, absolutely, I agree. And, in the last 4 or 5 years, if you're a Timberlake girls player, you carry a swagger every time you put on that jersey because of the reputation, that the prior teams have created.
And this just is not the same Wildcats team we saw last night. And I think if they can come out in this half, settle down, run their offense, break the press, then they can get back into this game. Timberlake has not taken this away yet.
No, I agree. And the thing that's most frustrating for me watching is you have two players, Figueroa and Nearing, both hit a three in the first quarter, and then since then they've passed up open looks. They keep going to the corner, keep driving baseline to areas where they can get trapped, and just kind of doing the same thing. And this Timberlake team is smart. They've caught on to what the Wildcats are doing, which is why I'm assuming they moved to a zone, because they know that they want to get the ball inside to Cheney, therefore crowding the paint, making the number one option most difficult, and forcing the guards to have to play, which against this Timberlake backcourt is not going to be an easy task.
No, I agree. And, Haley Cheney, she's been struggling tonight, but she's been struggling because Timberlake knows what an incredible player she is, and they are just putting so much pressure on Cheney right now. And if our guards aren't going to shoot and they're not driving, then, well, Kellogg's just going to have some issues scoring this next half.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, the game's not over. I mean, a 21-point deficit is very hard to come back from. But, coming from a player's perspective, knowing that when you're a senior, you're towards the end of your season at districts, the number one thing you're thinking is, did I leave it all on the court? And if I'm this Wildcat team, I'm thinking hard and long about that, because for some of these girls, these are their last two games potentially of the season. But hey, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back with the start of the second half. Thanks for listening.
And we're back with the second half of action here. Wildcats trailing the Timberlake Tigers 34-13 in what has been kind of a one-sided game so far. And I apologize if you heard a loud breathing noise throughout the first half. That was Ryan, who didn't know how his mute button worked. He's very excited to be here. Heavy breathing.
Oh, right off the bat, the Wildcats throw the ball away. Suma's going in for 2.
No good on the lay-in. Rebound Jessen. Jessen ball fake out to Bernie Carhart. We're going to get a jump ball. Ball favoring the Tigers there. So even the jump ball not going the Wildcats' way there. And Sumas just getting in there and wreaking havoc. And if Sumas isn't absolutely a candidate for MVP, then, you know, I don't know basketball, because she looks absolutely terrific. What's the problem going on here, Mara?
I don't know. It looks like it's been resolved, whatever that was.
Some oddities there. Timberlake ball into their own baskets. Tonkin with the inbound here. Ball fakes over to Carhart. Over to Sumas. Sumas finds Tonkin. Tonkin taking her sweet time.
Oh no,
my
look,
goodness.
pass. Oh my gosh.
Oh, what a filthy pass inside there. Tonkin to Jessen. Just brutal here. Sarah Brandt getting some love here in this ball game. She sat out most of the first half with foul trouble, and she's inside working. They're not even looking in at her. She's going to get the ball. Has it stripped away, and frustrating because she was working hard to get position for a good 30 seconds there. Tonkin out. Oh,
Tonkin thought about it.
Tonkin thought about pulling from deep there. They go inside to Jessen. Jessen back out to Sumas, over to Carhart. Carhart off the dribble. Inside, Jessen spins. Left hand off the glass.
Jessen is having a game.
Surgical. It is that good.
Shepard over to the Sentney. Sentney's going to put up a 3. No good. Shepard's going to come up with the rebound. Taking it in. She's going to kick it out to Nearing. Nearing had a shot.
Got to fire those. We got to take them. At this point, what do you have to lose? Shepard picks up her dribble, flares it over to, that's Sentney there. Sentney picks up her dribble, and we got to stop doing this pick up your dribble nonsense. Sarah Brandt recovers loose ball out to Nearing. Could use a big screen here.
She's going to get one from Haley Cheney. Pull up at the free throw. 2 points for Nearing. Drops.
Nearing with a good jump shot on her. She just needs to take advantage of it more often. Back come the Tigers. Sumas with the ball. Carried the ball there. Got away with it, though. Over to Tonkin up top. Willis over to Carhart. Carhart goes inside Jessen. Jessen's ball fake left hand once again.
Oh my gosh, Jessen with that left hand. Like, Cheney's doing all she can down low.
Cheney looks frustrated right now. And I can't say that I blame her. This is a post-clinic right now that Brooke Jessen is putting on. Cheney with the ball out on the wing. Hasn't been able to really get anything going herself. I think that's only Cheney's first basket of the night here. Earlier in the game, she's only got the 1. And Nearing can't corral the pass. It goes out of bounds. And right now the Wildcats just look like their heart has been ripped out of their chest.
Cheney and Senton take a seat for the Wildcats. Kat Roundhorse is going to come back in along with Jaren Figueroa.
And this is a kind of a lineup the Wildcats have relied heavily on. The only difference, Roundhorse in there instead of Cheney. Sumas with the ball. They're going to have to do something to keep Jessen out of the paint. Trying to get Willis going. Nice backdoor there. Nice jump off. Tonkin to Jessen.
I think that's like a 6-0 run for Jessen.
Let's just talk. I feel like I almost have, like, as a coach, when you do a little bit of coaching.
Go to your left.
And I think Ryan can attest to this a little bit. Ryan can attest to this just a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is, it's frustrating when you're playing, you know, a potentially low D1, D3 caliber style teams where just the offense is crisp, the teammates know exactly what each other wants. It's honestly, it's like watching, you know, and reading poetry out here, if I'm being honest, Josh.
And like you said there, low D1, D3, I mean, I see if McKeely Tonkin can play this level, I mean, this is a team that beat every team in the Inland Empire League. Every team, Lewiston and North in Idaho, this Timberlake team beat. They're that good. It's not even a contest.
Then I retract my statement. I'm going to say a good D1 team.
This is a team that features, I would not be surprised if McKeely Tonkin, Brooke Jessen, and Terrence Sumas all find their ways onto college teams of some sort. And then to top that all off, Bernie Carhart is no slouch herself. And Willis can shoot the ball, and she has a big basketball body. Great shooting technique. Any coach can work with anything that's on this Tiger bench. It is absolutely just impressive to see what Coach Miller has done with this group of girls. I think right now Wildcats need to start firing. Who cares what happens? Who cares if the shots go in? Who cares if they miss? Is it going to get any worse than what it already is? I don't think so. Wildcats have some people out there who can gun. There's absolutely no reason for them not to try and do it.
No, I mean, worst case scenario is they end up playing against Bonners Ferry, I believe, for second place. I mean, at this point, you count your losses, you get your shots up, you walk out of here with your head high, and you fight hard for second place and still a trip down the state.
Exactly, Ryan. So Wildcats with the ball to the timeout. Jared Figueroa, nice little jab step move there. I don't think McKeely Tonkin expected to see anything like that out of the players here. Knocks the ball away from Roundhorse. Figueroa with the ball, goes middle, tries to fire a pass out, gets it to Sierra Brandt over to Taya Shepard. Shepard not looking to score. It's very frustrating for me. Roundhorse with the ball back inside. Sierra Brandt has position. A lot of contact. Good job.
And the basket's good. Brandt going to the line for an extra shot. Looks like they're going to charge that foul to...
It's got to be to Jessen.
Yep, Jessen.
That's her third, the team's first. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's a 42-17 ball game. Sierra Brandt up and in. 42-18 ball game. Wildcats can just keep chipping away at this. And like Ryan said, it's not necessarily about winning at this point. It's about being able to walk out of this gym and feel like you are ready to play Bonners Ferry on Saturday at this point. Carhart gets the ball. Wildcats, good defensive stand right there. Carhart tied up on the baseline. Timberlake's going to take a timeout. And, you know, Coach Matt Miller hasn't really gone to his bench much. This lineup has been on the floor quite a bit. With the exception of Suko getting out there, this lineup has been on the floor for most of this ball game. Cronenberg filled in while Tonkin was out. But Sumas, Bernie Carhart, Jessen, those girls have all been on the floor for probably close to, 20 minutes this ball game. So we're going to see what the Tigers run out of this baseline set here. Tonkin inbounding the ball, so I'm automatically assuming the ball's going to come back to Tonkin.
Or Jessen off the screen.
Yeah, they go hot outside.
Look again.
Jared Figueroa
knocks it out.
And Jaren looks very comfortable despite not getting a lot of time. You know, this is her first game back after like 3 or 4 weeks of being hurt.
Tonkin to drive.
Oh, another nice pass from Tonkin. Jessen can't corral it. Jessen loses her dribble. Tonkin in the post has it knocked away. Wildcats just cannot hold on to the basketball here. Jessen dumps it off to Carhart. Carhart over to Willis. Willis fires up top. Sumas going inside. Jessen, nice little step through.
Ooh, there's that left again. Jessen is dangerous.
I hope Jessen's left-handed.
I do too.
Then it won't be so cool what she's doing to us right now. Figueroa, nice move there. Great screen from Van Hoos. Inside to Sierra Brandt. Goes up, loses the ball. Carhart in perfect help.
Tonkin coming the other way. She's going to pull it back out into Jessen. Jessen's going to...
How does she get the ball through there? How did she get the ball into Jessen's hands there? She is a wizard. I feel like I have from a basketball infatuation standpoint, McKeely Tonkin is like one of my favorite players I've ever watched in person.
And there goes Tonkin for 2 with the left. All right, it's going to be 46-18. The Tigers just pulling away from the Wildcats here.
Jared Figueroa makes a move, finds Taya Shepard. Wildcats just got to look to score here.
And, you know, during the first half, Shepard kept driving to the hoop, but she wouldn't go up. Go up, draw contact, get to the line, and get some points. It's going to be short. Ball's going out. Brandt tries to bring it back in. Turnover, Tigers ball.
Figueroa shot that one from Curry range.
Haley Cheney's coming back in.
While we did talk about getting shots up, I don't know if that was necessarily what we wanted there. That was deep. If that had gone in, I think both sides of the stadium here would have been fairly impressed. That was like a 25-foot three-point shot there. And for a girl that's only attempted like 3 shots since she came back from an ankle injury, a little facetious for Jaren there. Sumas with the ball, though, demonstrating once again that she might have the best handles in North Idaho in high school basketball. And that's boys and girls.
Oh, Tonkin trying to thread it into Jeffs down below. Cheney comes up with it. Wildcats going the other way.
And you can tell Jeffs isn't as comfortable with that pass. Look at how Tonkin keeps her hands up and her feet moving on defense there, not allowing the referee to make a foul call there because she moves her feet and keeps her hands way above her head. Figueroa with the ball. Goes inside to Cheney, weak side.
A lot of contact. Cheney no call. Ball's going to go out. It's going to go to the Tigers.
And Jeff's just imposing her will on the inside there. She's not as fast as Jessen, but with that wingspan, she's got to be close to 8-foot, 9-foot wingspan there. Sumas finds Suko. Suko up top to Tonkin. Over to Jessen there. Jessen. Big screen for Suko, doesn't take the shot.
Jessen's going to pull for 3. No good. Jeffs with the rebound, though. Goes up. Setney's going to come up with it for Kellogg. Figueroa coming the other way. Looking down to Haley Cheney, and then that ball is just going to be a little too far. The Wildcats really should have slowed that down and set up their offense.
See, and yes, I agree with that if this was a game that was being heavily contested. But in this situation, I'm going to say I like the Wildcats trying to push the ball ahead. We saw several possessions in the first half. Cheney had a lead and no one's throwing the ball to her. So at least we know that Figueroa is looking that direction. Tigers moving the ball around. Tonkin back to Suko. Suko fire from 3. No good. Rebound Figueroa. Figueroa corrals the loose rebound. In transition once again finds Taya Shepard weak side off the glass for 2.
Oh, no. That rims out.
And I think everyone thought that shot was in. It looked good. Rebound controlled by Sumas.
A little behind the back there.
And it's just so smooth. It's so smooth. Tonkin with the ball.
Tonkin for 3. That's off.
That shot looked uncomfortable for her. Like she shot it because just there was nothing else there. I don't know if she had used her dribble prior to. I'm not sure, but a rare miss from McKeely Tonkin. Wildcats trailing 46-18. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Big screen here. Jaren Figueroa goes inside to Setney. Setney dumps it off to Cheney. Cheney will try to go up. Draws a lot of contact. No call. Jessen's lead pass ahead to Tonkin. Tonkin in transition. She'll go up. Ton of contact. And
Figueroa
finishes
with
the
foul.
lay-in. Holy smokes. And like I said, she gets right back up.
Yep, doesn't even phase her.
Like the only thing that's phased her is that Haley Cheney had to basically drop her on her face. And she needed like a concussion protocol test because it's protocol. And now she's back out here. Fingerprints all over the game. She is not human, it seems. Shot and 1 free throw from Tonkin makes this a 49-18 ball game. 7 seconds left. Jaren Figueroa floats one up top to Setney. Setney from deep. No good. Rebound Jeffs. Jeffs will hold the rebound as the clock runs out. So Wildcats will trail 49-18, a 31-point deficit. We will have a running clock in the fourth quarter. We'll be back with the fourth quarter of play. Thanks for watching Channel 3 Sports. Alternating possession to the Wildcats to begin the fourth quarter here. Wildcats trailing 49-18 And it's just been a tough go here for the Wildcats in this district championship game. Pass tip there. Figueroa will pull on the loose ball. Can't hit off the side of the rebound.
Suko comes up with it. Sumas down to, Tonkin.
Tonkin wisely pulling the ball out here. And I believe we will get all league presentations after this game.
And Jeffs goes up.
Draws
she gets
the foul.
fouled on the shot.
That's Cheney's second or third foul there, I believe. Bucket is good. And like I said, we will get an all-league presentation following this game. Smart money right now has to be the rebound or the MVP award. Who do you have? Do you have Sumas or Tonkin as your MVP?
You know, if I was just basing it off of tonight, I'd go with Tonkin, but I haven't seen him the rest of the season, so.
Jeff's free throw, nice soft touch there. Knocks it down, 52-18 ball game. Wildcats coming back the other way. Just under 7 minutes left in this running clock ball game. Figueroa fakes pass. Setney can't corral it. Figueroa with the ball. Back out over to Taya Shepard. Shepard dribbles in, out. Sierra Brandt up top, Figueroa. Someone's got to look for a shot here, and Jeffs is going to knock this out of bounds.
Oh, they're saying that came off of Brandt.
Don't know if I agree with that call, Mara.
Yes.
So it'll be Timberlake ball coming back the other way as Tigers kind of going with some of their bench players here. And it'll be interesting to see, you know, what Wildcat team shows up on Saturday. We can start shifting our focus to that Saturday ball game between the Wildcats and the Badgers. We know it's going to be a tough environment. Bonners Ferry is going to come. Don't even remotely expect them to not fill their gym. They want that to be as uncomfortable an environment for the Wildcats as possible. But whereas the Wildcats might have lost by 6 up there the time before, and then by 2 at home, they thumped Bonners Ferry by 25 here just last night. So that's got to be fresh in the Badgers' heads. Laura Allred in the game for the Wildcats. What do you think here? Do you think you just, if you're Jenna Nearing, what do you try to do to keep your girls' heads back in this game?
Laura Allred going up. She's going to be fouled on the shot. Well, that's going to be on number 14, Karina Sand, her first of the game.
Mara, you ignored my question.
I was doing the play-by-play.
Oh, taking my job.
Yep.
Okay, well, then I'll ask myself, Josh, what would you do if you were Coach Jenna Nearing? Well, you know what, Josh? I think I would probably empty my bench here. You know, let your seniors and your starters just kind of sit there, think
Keep
about
your big players safe.
Think about this game and what you want to do differently come Saturday. And then, you know, watch out there. Maybe offer some pointers to these younger players, because you never know when a Laura Allred or an Emma Bristow or even a Darian Hill working hard on the boards down there. Laura Allred in transition, jumps it off to Emma Bristow.
That was a travel.
Bristow taking a few LeBron steps there. It's okay though. You know, I would be, hey, what can you do to help these guys elevate their game right now? Put them in the position of coach and make them feel valuable despite the situation. This isn't a good feeling. The Wildcats aren't enjoying this. They're down 33 points here. The only thing you can really rest on the fact is that this Timberlake team is scary good. And that's Bain there, just working that pivot. Sierra Brandt getting the steal. Back come the Wildcats. I just, you know, like you said, it's not so much, you don't want to hang your head on the fact that Timberlake is this good. Emma Bristow shot rims off. I'm sorry, Laura Allred shot rims off. Back come the Tigers. It's a good team. This is a very, very talented team. And I think the Wildcats, I mean, for one, there isn't a team that hasn't been overmatched when they've played them outside of a few private schools. Really, I think for the Wildcats to play tough here, you need to really go back to that time when Tonkin was off the floor and go, look what you guys did. For 4 minutes, you held this team scoreless. As Cronenberg comes up with the strip steal. We're under 3 minutes left.
And Timberlake just looking so comfortable.
Well, they're on their home court, winning by 30.
Well, and they're used to winning. They've got a couple back-to-back state titles, like multiple league championships. This team knows how to win.
2016, 2017, and then 2018 they finished in 3rd place. So this is a team, there's a lot of talent on this team that is familiar with the big stage. And right now, this is the biggest stage of the season. You know, I think I read an article last year, Matt Miller, basically telling the press that his state tournament begins as soon as that first district game goes, because they want to win. They want to win 5 in a row. 5 in a row is a state championship. You know, we look for like Kellogg and Bonners Ferry. You're going, you know, hey, let's see if we can do it in 6 games. Get that loss out of the way in the district tournament. Timberlake doesn't think in those terms.
And Josh, I'm going to add an interesting quote to your comment you just made by Kobe Bryant when they played the Celtics. They were down 3-2 heading back to home for the final 2 games. And he laughed and said, you know what, guys? All we got to do is go 2-0 at home, and we're world champions. And so I think that's a really interesting point that Matt Miller makes is, you know what, come districts, our state tournament begins, get 5 in a row, the rest of the season doesn't matter.
And it really doesn't. That's the beautiful thing about Idaho basketball is that, you know, the Priest River Spartans had just as good a chance of getting to the state tournament as any of the 4 teams, other 3 teams in this league. You know, if the Spartans had come into this tournament and shot 100% from the floor, who knows, they could have shocked some people and ended up in the state tournament. It really is Idaho is an equal opportunity state when it comes to basketball.
Not just Idaho, especially the Intermountain League. It's been that way for a decade.
That's
like
true.
It's anybody's game in districts.
I mean, the last, I'd say, 5 years have been all Timberlake. And really, I'm looking up at those trophies. It's 2014, this kind of run began, and it hasn't really let up. 14, 15, 16, 17. They've been Intermountain League champions. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, they've been district champions. 14, second place finish. 15, second place finish. 16, first place finish. 17, first place finish. And 18, third place finish at state. I mean, that kind of success is unparalleled. 10 seconds left. Wildcats just working the ball around. Darian Hill with the ball. Dumps it out to Cat Roundhorse for 3. No good. And so the final score, Timberlake is your Intermountain League District champions. Final score 52-19. The Wildcats will now move on to play the Bonners Ferry Badgers in Bonners Ferry on Saturday. I don't have a time for that game yet, and I do believe that Boundary County Live will be picking up that ball game. So if you want to watch that ball game from the comfort of your own home, check out Boundary County Live. As soon as they announce a time, we're going to stay with you as they do the presentation of the Intermountain League All League Awards, as well as the Coach of the Year. We're just going to have the camera on. We're going to be quiet for a minute, take a few moments. We'll be right back to announce the award winners. Thanks for watching Channel 3. Kellogg principal Kurt Randall Bear out there to present the district championship trophy to the Timberlake Tigers. Tigers had an impressive season, I believe, finishing the regular season and the district tournament with a 21-2 record. An unheralded record. It's pretty impressive what the Timberlake girls program has done over the last few years, seemingly only getting better as it goes. I mean, like we mentioned earlier, a team of sophomores and juniors with a couple seniors sprinkled in there. Really just kind of dominating the league for the last 4 years. McKeely Tonkin holding that district trophy. I think I've seen her with that trophy in her hands for the last 4 years. I've seen this exact scene. So announcing the all-league team now. And this is the standout players as voted by the Intermountain League coaches from the 4 schools. First selection from the Priest River Spartans, Kara Fink.
Fink really deserves that.
Absolutely. She's been in a tough position as really the only true scorer for the Spartans team here. Kurt Randall Bear presenting her with her medal there. Second award winner from the Kellogg Wildcats, Jaren Figueroa. Jaren missed, I do believe, 2 or 3 league games, but when she was on the court, it was noticeable the difference she made, and then when it was off the court, it was even more noticeable her absence. Haley Cheney getting an Intermountain League award there.
I think that's the first of 4 years in a row we'll see her up there.
Oh, I think it's the first on a long trip of success. It wouldn't surprise me if she was getting that MVP award here before too long.
Me either.
And now from Bonners Ferry, it's Jersey Pluid, senior forward. And I am most excited to watch her battle with Haley Cheney and Sierra Brandt again on Saturday. That was a fun matchup last night. Bailey Blackmore from Bonners Ferry is our next recipient. And I'm expecting that Holly Ainsley is probably going to be the third from the Badgers before they run down. Before the Timberlake starting lineup. She's already standing up. Yeah.
She was walking down there before they called her name.
And now we're going to hear the Timberlake starting lineup. You know, I'm quite frankly not surprised. Carissa Willis, the first domino to fall here. I would be, quite frankly, blown away if not all 5 of them made it to the team. Sumas, the second nomination from Timberlake.
The sophomore with the magic hands.
The sophomore with the magic hands. Yeah, absolutely. That's a good nickname for her right now.
You're welcome.
McKeely Tonkin.
Yep.
Does that mean that Brooke Jessen is going to be the league MVP? I am absolutely stunned.
Wow.
A sophomore, Brooke Jessen, is the league MVP. And actually, I'm blown away that it wasn't Tonkin or Sumas. Jessen is a sophomore. She played incredibly here tonight. In fact, you know, the Wildcats can hang their hats on the fact that the first time these two teams matched up, they kept Jessen in check. So something exciting to hang your head on or hat on if you're the Wildcats. This is a solid team of players here, though, and I look forward to seeing a lot of these teams moving on. Oh. And Coach of the Year goes to
that's a tie.
Matt Miller and Travis Hinthorn as co-coaches of the year. Bonners Ferry had a solid season, and I'm not entirely sure what their final record was, but I know they stayed ranked for most of the year. Matt Miller getting a hug from all of his Timberlake players, the only starter who did not make the team there. And I'm trying to remember who that was.
Carhart.
Oh, Bernie Carhart, yeah.
Yep, Carhart.
Also a sophomore, though. Solid Intermountain League team. And, you know, a bright future here as several underclassmen highlighting this team. We have a freshman, a junior, 3 sophomores, and another junior, and then seniors, 3 seniors. Only 3 players from that picture will not be playing next year. That is a pretty scary thought process, Mara.
This is going to be a fun, competitive league for the next few years. I'm excited to watch some of these matchups.
Absolutely. So like we said, the Wildcats will be traveling to Bonners Ferry on Saturday to take on the Badgers in a loser-out game. Winner advances to the state tournament. For Mara Ashcraft, Ryan McDonald, I'm Josh McDonald. Thanks for watching Channel 3. Go Wildcats.